The WBC, and it's so crazy because I remember a lot of other channels like, oh no, I'm not gonna talk about the WBC. We can, they could, I guess, reach out to the WBC or something like that. And I'm like, what? The WBC has been the most flagrant when it comes to a racial bias in boxing. Think about it. Prominent black fighter that would have a life changing moment fighting Canelo, Jamal Charlo, almost gets his shot. He's been chasing Canelo Triple G. Right when he is the mandatory for Canelo, what does the WBC do? Pull something out of thin air. Um, Franchise champion. Now he doesn't have to fight a top black fighter on the rise who will get the chance to change his life if he gets that Canelo fight financially and legacy wise. Devin Haney, Lomachenko just gets the belt. No defenses, nothing like that. Devin Haney becomes the mandatory. All of a sudden, what does the WBC do? He thinks he's got him next. He's finally there. He's gonna get it real young, get his opportunity quick, similar in a similar fashion. Not as quick as Loma did when he fought Salido, but he's gonna get his opportunity fairly young for his age. And what does the WBC do? Franchise title. Now your chance to have a legacy fight and a big fight financially that everybody will be watching taken from you. The WBC is racially biased or has a history of racial bias when it comes to black fighters, in my opinion. They don't care about you. All of you guys are saying we hold this belt in this much regard and stuff like that. Stop with all that. When you go to, it's a Mexican run organization. Now maybe in the future there will be a true brown and black alliance, but we haven't really reached that time yet. If you still go to California as a black man, there's some neighborhoods that's Mexican run that you cannot go in. If you get locked up in certain areas of the United States, there's documentaries about it. If you're from the West Coast, don't you go in that Mexican area in that pod. You're not. If you go to Mexico, I was in a bank one day and it was a guy, a white Mexican, because it's the Mexicans with the bloodline closer to European countries. But I was talking to one of the white Mexicans, and he was saying, "Man, it's still so bad over in Mexico because if you have darker skin, you get treated differently." And I was like, it's not too much different this way. So, but that's my point. All of this illusion of black and brown inclusion is not there yet. So understand Mauricio is an older guy. He still comes from that mentality, that programming. Like I said, in 20 years, if we can get a true alliance of all, then that would be cool. But right now, it's just an illusion. So stop holding this belt. Oh, the green belt means this and that because this guy and that guy. You have to stop being slaves to these different organizations and things that disrespect you. It's like we will go hard on something that maybe that's not really that deep, but something that's really has been flagrant. They're showing you they don't even care anything about Wilder situation. Just look into it. If nothing else, don't come out and show like, oh, I'm not even paying anything. Whether you believe it or not, it's enough outrage behind it that you just go check into it, that you don't clearly come out and pick a side. You stay right in the middle, do your due diligence, and wherever it goes, it goes. They're not going to give you that because they don't respect the black fighter. There needs to be some type of black fighters union, and it needs to be consistent, similar to an NBA, how they have like Chris Paul and Kyrie, certain top LeBron, other top respected fighters in the game that that comes out and becomes the voice of all of the black fighters. And in unison, I think they should just drop all the belts. Sit down with Al Heyman and other top prominent black guys in sports and come to some agreement, even guys on the other so-called other side of the street, because when it comes to this, there is only one side, and come to an agreement that there's not a proper respect specifically by the WBC and these other governing bodies. There's a bias when it comes to pound for pound ranking. You can have a guy. I remember Loma was ranked. He had like 8 fights and 1 loss. If a black fighter, I don't care how good he was, had 1 loss that early to a guy who had lost 11, 12 times prior to fighting him, no way he gets on pound for pound. I don't care what he's done in the amateurs. Clarissa Shields, always say Loma won 2 gold medals in the amateurs. Clarissa Shields won 2 gold medals in the amateurs, but they don't count that towards her being #1 pound for pound. There's still some other non, you know what's going on. So my point is there needs to be a union, and there needs to be a unison dropping of the belt and a creation of a new belt and a new body that's for black fighters, that has black fighters in mind, that is fair and unbiased online, that respects the fighter. Just drop all of the belts, because if you're not paying them, it's only so much money that they're going to be able to generate without the black American fighter. And until you get that respect, you should fight for these belts. Create a union, create a new body, and just separate yourself totally from these belts. The same way Kyrie was saying they need to go start their own league. You need to start moving in that direction. If you really want respect, you've been disrespected for years. Forget trying to complain and plead with these people. You just separate. You're not gonna fight for the belt. You're not gonna pay their sanctioning fees. Just go out, create your own, do your own thing. So now you don't have to worry about respect. They don't want you to play in their backyard, or they're not gonna let you play fair in their backyard. It's gonna be a bias. Cool. Go in your backyard, build your own hoop, and do your own thing.